Okay, I thought Crown Stars would be a fun tournament. 3 minutes, round robin, 960. So it's 10 crowns at stake, 5, 3, 2. So it's going to be a difficult round robin, probably. Very. Okay, that starts at 9:30. Actually, that's quite a way. So in the meantime, there's one man that's at 10:30. Enter that in advance or not? Not really sure at the moment. Let's go for the pairing pool. So what's happening on the chat anyway of Twitch? I'll just have a look at the chat. You guys, for a sec. I'll stop the echo. I think it's stopping, pausing there. Stops the echo. Or does it pause the broadcast? Have I just paused the broadcast? It says live. Oh, we got a tournament already on the chat anyway of Twitch. Okay, I'll close this. So QWERTY 999. Put the knight to the centre. Knight G3. Alright, if they play C3, bishop C2. Console. So King B1, Knight F5. Control F4. Does it matter if I undouble? Not too many weaknesses and getting crushed on weaknesses or something. I'll take E4. After Knight E5. Knight F4. Blunt out that bishop. Possibly provoking a key strategic weakness. No, maybe not. Knight C4 and stuff. Or provoking another weakness with B5. Or H4. Something like H4. A4. A4 here, Knight A3, so bishop B2 for a moment. Then maybe A4. Keep attention, I think. Bit. Time for D4. I lose at E4. So for a moment, now D4 maybe. Possibly. For Knight C4. Without losing G3 though, so Queen F2. I'll play Knight C4 or D5 or rook, maybe just double rooks here. There's Rook C1, D5. Actually D5 here looks pretty tasty. Liberating this bishop. That looks to be winning the exchange. So I'll take, exchange up. There's a check. That's a Caesar check, plays a check. Okay. So there's Rook C8 check, and don't know if that's any good. Queen C3, or what about Bishop E6 for a moment, tying bits down. Actually, Queen C1 is a bit sneaky. Queen C1 protecting the rook, or Bishop E5 first, I think. Then Queen C1 after. Okay, so if I play Queen C1 here, I think he's sort of tied down. As you takes Queen D3. He's not really tied down, is he? Queen D3. Oh, I'll put this in the way. Always got this e-pawn here anyway. Still the exchange up. There's queen c7, rook takes a8. This is getting out of the checks. Let's quickly check. Don't think so. There's always king a3. Queen e2, king a3. Where does this checks continue? It does continue, okay. Well, I'll just get the queens off. I'll take e7. Okay, back to the tournament. So, oh, we got some shark here. Rocket singing, he's very dangerous. Did he really crush his opponent? Is it too bad to look? Has the opponent just resigned? Or? Let's quick look at this game. I'm up against later. Well, Black didn't seem to make he seemed to make mistakes. New round. Okay, let's close this. Close QWERTY. Okay. Look at the bishops. Look at the queens. No major disaster, I hope. If I just play e5. It's queen b5. Put the knights to the centre. Bishops are naturally double fianchettoed here. Hyper modern style. Is c6 worth it? Would it stop knight b5? I've got problems. Cancel this side. Although now c5 is looking dangerous for queen a6. Am I making things a lot worse than they need to be? Can I lock down this queen side? If I play c5, trying to lock down the files for a sec. Right, so b6 now. Bishop's got scope. Let's play knight d6. Actually, if he's going to open up g5, he wouldn't really want to do that, would he? Take here. Get back here for another knight d6. Get rid of that bishop. Okay, knight d6 here looks good. There is rook d6, but he's going to lose the exchange, isn't he? Oh, it's queen g4, it's f5. Oh, it's check. Oh dear, I blundered. He's on the bishop with check. Oh. Ah. What was this tactic I've just fallen into? What was that? Oh dear, oh dear. He just plays queen f3 with the threat of knight d6, which I completely miss. I thought it was just knight d6, queen takes a8. So it's important to have played something like king b8, that would have been good. Then there's no cheapo. I've got the pin without the cheapo. Just walked into a pin. Why do people walk into pins like that with queen f3? It's for a cheapo, this attraction. That's the motive. Knight d6. And of course he's got the bishop behind it, so I can't even protect the bishop. Ah, that's a disappointment. Oh, bring on the next round, please. Who's leading anyway? I was leading, now I'm not, so... what's going on in email? Hack Attack in English show in treble commentary. Well, it's great that you're having a great time. You should do this every Sunday. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, they've got kids and everything. It's difficult, and etc. Almost like a chat show today, but of course more chess. Okay, that was for that. You've got to see that video on YouTube. The Hack Attack, how handling a Hack Attack in English show. If you go to YouTube.com King's Crusher, hope everyone's seen that. Has everyone seen that? It's really cool. It's on the latest. So what's going on here? Am I getting another game soon one day? So Rocket Singy's on the way up. He's on 2. So I had a bit of an accident there. Someone walks into a pin. There's got to be a reason. So it's 2300 as well. Am I going to get murdered? Let's have a look. No, I don't want to draw. I've got to beat him. It doesn't matter if I lose. I've got to give it a shot. He's got this move to attack this and win the rook. It's one of those horrible positions. He's going to play f6 as a cheapo, isn't he? So I could have done the same with f3. I've just blocked my diagonal. This is one of the most dangerous for the queen on these two pawns. So knight b3 or b3, that's the question. Knight b3 is a bit committal, is it? Because of a5. No, it's bishop a5. I'm covering a5 with this bishop here. He's taking ages on his first move. Mating that is where you sort of, you're forcing mate really. So he's done that after all that thinking. Now what is that about? Okay, bishop. If I double fianchetto over here, I mean g3 and bishop g2, I mean queen g2, put pressure on the diagonal, knight d2 later. Okay, what about c3 and e4? Nope. h4 and h5. Right, he's tied me down already a bit. It's knight a5, I want to be annoying. Knight b3. Right, so I think bishop c3 for knight c5. It's a strong knight. I think I'll castle somewhere over here. Small time advantage. Kick this knight off, I think. With f3. Maybe try for e4 later. I'll keep the bishop actually. So f3. Kick the knight. Maybe knight c5. I'm on b7 twice. If that means anything. If the knight moves, knight b7. Something like... There's no weakness of the last move appearing, is there? It's all pretty closed at the moment. a4. The knight takes b7. No. No knight takes b7. I think I'll probably be wise to take that for a moment. Play b4. Maybe knight b3 to c5. Right, keep a bind on c5. If I take, is that terrible? Knight d2. If I don't, he's on e3. There's bishop f2. Alright, keeping some tension. Bishop f2. Rook d1 later. Okay, what about knight c5? That looks juicy. Knight c5. Was there method to his madness there? Still giving me knight c5. Without trying to break this bind, he's trying to get on the king side. Try and get to his king, a road to his king now. The queen's naturally on the attacking square. I'll break his pawns. Play f4. On c6. Get rid of this rook or win a5. He's going to play rook a2, isn't he? I'll try put pressure on g7. Clamping that down. Right, so what is there to do now? Maybe e4. Playing for e4, let's go f4. Play for e4 here. So if I'm lucky, there's... well, this bishop's a bit loose. What? What the heck is that? Right, if I take here... Right, so it's positional queen sack of some sort. He's going to win on time or something. Can I get rid of this for a sec? Two pieces attacked. Ah, okay. Now I've got a problem. I can't stop that pawn, I'm going to lose on time. Is that really the case? Right, this is c6, c7 for a moment. Queen's okay. Queen e6, h. Okay, what's going on here? What do I need to do? Bring the king up for the attack? Why is he thinking here? f5, is that going to be handy? Or h5? Why is he thinking? Yes! I don't usually beat anyone good on Fischer Random. Celebrate. So he was good. Okay. Knocked out the leader. So Louise to deal with. I think I've lost. Nope, I don't want to resign the game. That would have been a slip. Okay. Now I think I'm lost to Louise for 4 on Fischer Random. This is one of those Fischer Random killers. But anyway, what's the scores in the tournament at the moment? Louise is not doing brilliant anyway, so come on. I can take bishop g2 surely. I've got time for bishop g2 just in case there's a horrible tactic. I don't think so. He's lost the dark square bishop. Knight, or he or she, I don't know. A knight b3. If I play rook, if I castle here. How is this? I think this is useful, this opposition here. This is sort of not that useful. I wonder a4 is worth it, maybe. Just keep the knight on b3 for a moment. Go queen a6, I'm going to probe d3. f4, I'm going to lose a pawn, but this bishop's trapped at the moment. It's not really clear how I get these guys out. What about, I don't know, no idea actually. What about h4, bishop h3 now? Just provoked by that idea of attacking the queen, no idea. Bishop h3. Or a3 for c4 at some point in the future. It looks a bit disgusting, this position, I don't know. But I've got the potential, but I don't know if I'm going to get these bishops out. Knight c5. What about just sacking a pawn? Or c4 here. c4 here might be okay, actually. I'll accept a4 drops. Apart from that, it's brilliant, so I'll do that. Just drop a4. There's queen b2. Knight moves back, hopefully. There's knight c5. So if I want to play f4 now, now's the chance to protect the knight. Or bishop e4, if I want to just kick that queen one moment. Okay, get this raging g-file attack by sacking the g-pawn. So rook g1, and then this queen will maybe be useful in the future. Rook sack on the cards. Docking computer. Rook g7 is clearly a tactical threat on the horizon here, under the right circumstances. So rook g1. I like this rook, so I don't lose h4. No, I want to lose h4 for this one. So rook g1. Queen moves. Actually, what's the cheapo now? e2. I could play f4 to attack that queen. Then queen e2. There's rook b2, and I lose that bishop. Should I just get the queens off here? Because I think I've got a g-file attack. I'm going to get the queens off. I'll just work on the g-file in peace. Like, you know, do I need the queens if I've got a hack attack like this? That h6 was a slight weakness of the last move. I think that's the end of Louise. Okay, so bishop takes b7. My king's underneath that though. So maybe, but I'll do it anyway. Uh-oh, screen problem. Come on. Let's not mess this one up. Okay, there's a counter attack going on. Oh, what is it with my screen? If I go bishop g7, e5. Okay, pieces are dropping off, surely. Okay, I'll protect this second rank again. Oh, okay, this one's dangerous. Hang on. What about knight c5? Oh, good, I can't be doing with this. terrible. It's just screen issues, etc. From position, which was didn't think there was much going on. So into the last round. Okay. Hopefully there's no disaster here with the queens on A1. Okay. F7 is a bit not really a problem. So a 2-2-5-6. Okay. Try and trap the bishop with A4. I think he'll spot that. And the bishop can go to A6 now like a normal game of chess, which are kind of... Okay, F2 is a bit vulnerable, Queen A7. That's good battery. There's knight E6, knight F4 on the cards now. I'll protect my F7 at the same time. Castle here. Right, how to keep solid. Maybe knight F4 is playable, I hope. Right, what's going on here? Protect E7 after. Is F3 on the cards? This is eviction notice with G6. Is that going to work? The knight moves king after that. Well, that looks good anyway. Close these other windows, I think, just in case they're causing a problem. I think G6 anyway. That's D5 or knight D4 will stop. It's D4 for a moment. Unless he wants to open on structural damage. I don't need to give him counterplay. I just want to keep things shut down a bit. Maybe D5, keep the position locked down. D5. There's no C3 at the moment, so these pieces, if I'd just taken just given the D file, I'm going to keep these pieces passive as much as possible, really. I think that's the premise behind not capturing sometimes. You want to keep your opponent's pieces passive, really, without too much counterplay. Now F3 for Queen G4. That's a good shot, surely. So there's no time for B3, but is there time for takes? Probably. What about B3 as a pawn sack, just to lock the queen down? That will give me time. If I want time for D4 later on that diagonal, that'd be cool. But he's going to lock that down with D4 here. Okay. So time for the rooks to come in. Rook F6. Oh, he's going to escape. Queen H3, and I've also shut down my own bishop. If I just played Queen H3, now he's going to escape with the king. I can see that happening because he's got control of E8 as well, but he's running short of time. So is he going to arrange this defense? Is his queen going to come out? Queen H3, King H1. It looks still dangerous. What about F4 just to stop Queen F4? He might be a goner. He's only got like... didn't expect that one. Oh, Bishop F1 to trap my queen. Sick. Bishop F1 trapping the queen. Wow. That's dramatic, these games. It's Bishop A6 here coming up. Or just Bishop H3. Cool. Yes, Fisher Random. Cool. It's better than my last Fisher Random. I did disastrously. My last Fisher Random. Okay, I think I'll pause for a bit here. Come back for the next tournament. So just split up the stream for a next separate. Okay.